Socrates places self-knowledge at the heart of any quest for wealth. He taught that knowing oneself is the key to a meaningful life. To attract abundance, one must explore their deep desires. Why do you want wealth? Is it for financial freedom, family security, or to leave a lasting legacy? This introspection reveals internal blockages, such as fear of failure, feelings of unworthiness, or limiting beliefs inherited from childhood. Socrates urges us to question these beliefs. Are my aspirations aligned with my values? For example, seeking wealth to impress others is a hollow pursuit, as it relies on external validation, often fleeting. In contrast, aiming for abundance to improve your life and that of others gives profound and lasting meaning to your efforts. Take a notebook and jot down your thoughts on wealth. I don't deserve money. It's too difficult, or rich people are selfish. Challenge these beliefs using the Socratic method. What evidence supports these ideas? Are they based on facts or assumptions? This inner dialogue clarifies your motivations, eliminates distractions, and helps you redefine wealth. If you associate money with stress or corruption, reframe it as a tool for freedom, education, or generosity. This mental clarity boosts your confidence, as a mind aligned with its values naturally attracts opportunities. Socrates valued constant self-examination. Practice it daily by reflecting on your goals. Ask yourself, do my actions reflect my ultimate purpose? Or what is preventing me from moving toward abundance? For instance, if you aspire to start a business but fear failure, explore that fear. Where does it come from? How can I overcome it? Surround yourself with people who support your quest. For, as Socrates demonstrated in his discussion circles in Athens, the environment profoundly influences the mind. Avoid toxic relationships or environments that fuel doubt and pessimism. Seek mentors or peers who embody an abundance mindset, as their ideas and energy will inspire you. Socratic Mind emphasizes mental discipline as a fundamental pillar for attracting wealth. Socrates used questioning to clarify ideas and eliminate illusions. Apply this rigor to your thoughts. Negative beliefs such as I am not competent enough, wealth is reserved for others, or money corrupts, create mental barriers that sabotage your efforts. Socrates would urge us to examine them. Are these thoughts true? What evidence do they rest upon? This method dissolves doubt and replaces limiting beliefs with an abundance mindset. Firmly believe that opportunities exist and that you are capable of seizing them. This does not mean ignoring challenges, but seeing them as opportunities to learn and grow. For example, when faced with a thought like, I will never succeed financially, ask, what actions can I take to change this reality? Or what skills can I acquire to move forward? Visualize your goals each morning. Imagine yourself managing a successful project, living comfortably, or helping your community through your success. This practice, inspired by Socratic clarity, anchors your vision in your mind and strengthens your determination. Socrates valued mental clarity. Eliminate negative influences, such as toxic conversations, anxiety-inducing media, or environments that fuel pessimism. Surround yourself with inspiring people, mentors, colleagues, or friends who share a positive mindset. For like Socrates in his dialogues, your surroundings shape your thoughts. Establish a mental routine. Dedicate 10 minutes daily to meditation or journaling to clarify your thoughts. Note 3 opportunities you can seize each day, such as contacting a mentor, reading a chapter on finance, or exploring a business idea. This discipline transforms your mind into a magnet for wealth, as a clear and positive mindset attracts solutions and repels unnecessary obstacles. For instance, if you doubt your ability to invest, start by studying financial basics to gain confidence. Socrates teaches that virtue lies in action guided by reason. To attract wealth, positive thoughts must translate into intentional actions. Socrates would question, do your actions serve your vision? If you aim for financial wealth, every step, learning a skill, networking, investing, must reflect that goal. Inaction, often linked to the fear of failure or procrastination, betrays your potential. Identify a daily action, even simple. Read a book on financial management, draft a business plan, or contact a professional in the field. These gestures, though modest, create cumulative momentum. Socrates advocated for consistency. Adopt productive routines, such as dedicating 30 minutes each evening to learning or developing a project. Avoid distractions, excessive social media, passive leisure by asking yourself, does this activity bring me closer to my goal? Seek mentors, as Socrates guided Plato, to accelerate your progress. A mentor can offer practical advice or connect you to opportunities. Embrace failure as a lesson. A failed project or unsuccessful investment reveals what needs adjustment. For example, if a business idea fails, analyze why, lack of preparation, poor timing, and adjust your strategy. Document your actions in a journal to assess their alignment with your goals. Note each day what you did to move forward. A course taken, a meeting planned, an idea tested. Socrates reminds us that knowledge without action is sterile. Apply your ideas with discipline. Socrates emphasizes perseverance, an essential quality for attracting wealth. Socrates, despite criticism and trials, remained true to his quest for truth, even in the face of condemnation. Similarly, overcoming obstacles, rejection, failure, doubt, requires unwavering determination. Wealth, whether financial or otherwise, demands constant effort. Setbacks are inevitable. Socrates would question, why give up now? What lessons can I learn from this challenge? Every failure is a learning opportunity. For instance, a professional rejection may reveal gaps to fill, such as a skill to develop. Cultivate a growth mindset. See challenges as steps toward success, not as insurmountable walls. Set long-term goals, saving a specific amount, starting a business, and break them down into achievable steps. For example, to save 10,000 euros, cut a monthly expense or find additional income. Socrates valued patience. Work regularly, even slowly. Dedicate an hour a week to financial training or an entrepreneurial project. Surround yourself with resilient people, as their energy strengthens your determination. Avoid chronic complaining, which undermines your morale and distracts you from your goals. Keep a journal of your progress to stay motivated. Note every victory, such as a contact made, a skill acquired, or an obstacle overcome. Socrates teaches us that perseverance transforms dreams into reality. Socrate Mind invites us to cultivate gratitude, a powerful force for attracting wealth. Socrates, by valuing simplicity and virtue, taught that recognizing what we have paves the way for more abundance. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to opportunities, creating a positive mindset that attracts solutions. Every day, note 3 things you're grateful for: a stable home, a loyal friend, a skill acquired. Socrates would question, why do you focus on what is lacking? This reflection dissolves bitterness and frustrations that block abundance. For example, being grateful for a small income motivates wise management, paving the way for future gains. Actively practice gratitude. Thank your colleagues, mentors, or clients for their support. This gesture strengthens relationships, an essential pillar of wealth. Visualize what you already have as a springboard toward your goals. For instance, a stable job, even modest, can fund training or investment. Socrates reminds us that chronic dissatisfaction blocks abundance. By appreciating the present, you invite a more prosperous future. Avoid toxic comparisons, like envying others' success, and ask, what can I learn from their journey? Share your gratitude by offering your time, knowledge, or resources, creating a virtuous circle of abundance. For example, helping a colleague solve a problem can open professional opportunities. Keep a gratitude journal to anchor this habit. Each evening, note a moment from the day that made you grateful. Socratic Mind emphasizes clarity as a compass to attract wealth. Socrates used questioning to reveal hidden truths. Apply this method by defining precise goals. Without clear direction, your efforts scatter and lose their impact. Ask yourself, what wealth do I want? Financial, emotional, spiritual? Write specific goals. Save 10,000 euros in 2 years, or launch a business by 2027. Socrates teaches us that ambiguity leads to confusion. Be precise in your intentions. Break your goals into measurable steps to save, reduce a monthly expense, or find supplementary income. Review your goals weekly, asking, are my actions aligned with my objectives? Visualize your goals in detail. Imagine the feeling of achieving your aim, like running a successful business or living without financial worries. This visualization strengthens your motivation and keeps your focus. Seek mentors to refine your plans, just as Socrates guided his disciples through dialogue. A mentor can help you identify key steps or avoid common mistakes. Avoid unrealistic goals, which lead to frustration and discouragement, and adjust them realistically. For example, if saving 10,000 euros in a year is unfeasible, extend the deadline to 2 years. If a project fails, ask, what lesson can I learn from this? For instance, a failed launch may reveal a lack of market research. Clarity attracts wealth by focusing your energies on defined targets. Socrates teaches that generosity attracts wealth by creating a flow of abundance. Socrates shared his wisdom without expecting anything in return, showing that giving enriches both the giver and the receiver. Offer your time, knowledge, or resources, even in modest ways. For example, help a colleague solve a problem, volunteer in your community, or share a financial tip with a friend. Socrates would question, why keep everything to yourself? Generosity strengthens relationships, which are an essential pillar of wealth. Share your skills, teach a time management technique, or mentor a novice in your field. Avoid greed, which blocks abundance, and ask yourself, how can I contribute to the well-being of others? Start with small gestures, like buying a coffee for a colleague or giving an inspiring book. Document your acts of generosity in a journal to measure their impact. Note how these gestures have opened opportunities, such as a new collaboration or a recommendation. Socrates reminds us that abundance flows through sharing. By giving, you create a virtuous circle where you receive in return, often in unexpected ways. For instance, sharing an idea with a colleague can lead to a fruitful partnership. Generosity, inspired by Socrates, makes you a magnet for wealth by creating connections and strengthening trust. Surround yourself with generous people, as their attitude inspires yours. Avoid environments where selfishness or toxic competition reigns. Socrates teaches us that giving without expecting anything in return aligns your actions with an altruistic vision, attracting opportunities and relationships that enrich your life. Socrates values time as a precious resource for attracting wealth. He dedicates his life to learning and reflection, demonstrating that well-utilized time is an investment in the future. Analyze your days. How much time do you devote to your goals? Eliminate distractions, social media, passive leisure, unnecessary meetings, and prioritize productive tasks, learning, networking, strategic planning. Create a structured schedule. Reserve 1 hour daily for a wealth-related skill, such as studying finance, writing a business plan, or developing a professional network. Socrates advocated discipline. Adhere to your schedule rigorously. Surround yourself with effective people, as their influence enhances your productivity. Accept that time is a finite resource. Every wasted minute delays your goals. Keep a time journal to identify leaks. How many hours do you spend on unproductive activities? For instance, reducing 1 hour of scrolling on social media can free up time for online training. For example, 1 hour of daily study can transform your expertise into a source of income. Socrates' mind encourages us to cultivate self-confidence to attract wealth. Socrates, despite criticism and judgment, firmly believed in his mission. Confidence stems from knowing your strengths and accepting your weaknesses. Question your doubts. Why do I feel incapable? What evidence do I have of my incompetence? List your successes, even small ones, a completed project, a skill acquired, to boost your self-esteem. Socrates teaches us that confidence is not arrogance, but a reasoned faith in your abilities. Face your fears, public speaking, investing, asking for a promotion, by taking small calculated risks. For example, present an idea to a colleague or test a small investment. Surround yourself with positive support, distancing yourself from those who undermine your morale or criticize without building. Visualize yourself succeeding, just as Socrates envisioned universal truths. For instance, imagine closing a deal or managing a team with confidence. Keep a journal of your progress to anchor this confidence. Note each step towards your goals, like a successful meeting or a new skill mastered. Confidence attracts wealth by making you bold in the face of opportunities and resilient in the face of failures. For example, a confident presentation can persuade an investor or employer. Socrates would urge us to examine our self-esteem. Why doubt my potential? What have I accomplished that proves my worth? This discipline strengthens your assurance. If a failure occurs, ask, what lesson can I learn from this? Socrates concluded that wealth is attracted by aligning with the universal laws of abundance. He viewed the world as interconnected, where thoughts, actions, and energy influence what you attract. Align your intentions with positive values, integrity, generosity, perseverance. Ask yourself, do my choices serve the common good? Are they in harmony with my values? Practice mindfulness to stay centered like Socrates in his philosophical meditations. Meditate for 10 minutes a day to clarify your intentions and calm your mind. Act with consistency. If you seek financial wealth, invest in ethical projects that reflect your principles. Surround yourself with people aligned with your values, as they amplify your positive energy. Avoid toxic environments or relationships that pull you down. Celebrate every progress, no matter how small, like saving €100 or establishing a new professional contact to strengthen your faith in abundance. Socrates teaches us that the universe responds to those who act with clarity, integrity, and intention. For example, an ethical project can attract partners who share your values, creating unexpected opportunities. Keep a journal to note your actions aligned with your principles. For instance, document a moment when you help someone without expecting anything in return. This practice strengthens your connection with universal abundance. Socrates would urge us to examine our alignment. Do my actions reflect my deepest values? If you pursue wealth at the expense of your integrity, you risk creating an inner void.